The time of love is here. Let these troubles, they be done. I tell you, come on, everybody. Come on, everyone. The time of love is here. Let these troubled days be done.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, Quentin, P. Ricky, Lynette, Eric. Wow. Great house. Focus. All right. Great, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Wow. Well, it's, can you believe it? It's another Friday. And man, we are in the home stretch, something serious. Less than 30 days to the end of the year. Whatever we set out to do is still in the balance. We can't quit. We got to step up our energy. Anyway, folks, it's Dr. Herbert Harris. Thanks so much for joining us this day, this Friday checkup. We have less than 30 days now to the end of the year. And I know that many of us have been really pushing hard to achieve that one particular goal that's super important, super impactful, that make a big difference in our lives. And it seems like the closer we get to it, the more the doubt and indecision creeps in. I'm doing a talk tomorrow morning, by the way, at 8 o'clock on Instagram and YouTube called I Meet No One But Me. And the essence of that talk is that wherever you are right now, when we do the Friday checkup, wherever you are right now, the results that you're getting, the things that are going on in your life right now, you did them. That when you assess where you are and say, hey, you know what? There's less than 30 days left in this year, and I am not happy. I am not nowhere near the results that I say that I say I want. I'm nowhere near accomplishing the things that I wrote down. And so how do you get out of that rut? How do you pull yourself away now to put yourself in the situation where you can actually crank up, get started, and make it happen? How do you do that? And that's what this morning is about. I Meet No One But Me says that you have the power to transform your life, to change your life from what it is to whatever you want it to be. You have the power right now to assess where you're at. And see, now this is the critical part. You know, we have the New You for the New Year webinar coming up next Saturday on the 13th. And one of the key issues is to assess where you are. So you have the power to assess where you are, to look at what's going on in your life and say, okay, here it is Friday. This is where I'm at. This is what I set out to do. This is what I have accomplished. And there's the gap. There's that gap between where you are and where you want to be. So how do you move forward from that? And the key is the I Meet No One But Me concept. You live your life from within out. Whatever is happening in your life right now, you attracted it. Now that's a hard one, because when things are happening that we don't like, it's like, man, I didn't call that. I didn't call this financial situation on myself. I didn't call this health situation on myself. But the idea of I Meet No One But Me means that you live from within out. So whatever you're experiencing in your life right now is a result of the vibrations that you've been sending out. It can be as simple as, you know, when you smile at a person coming down the street, they have a tendency to smile back. If you frown at them, they have a tendency to frown back. And you've seen fights. I remember as a young man, you know, like people go into the thing like, why are you looking at me? And it escalates to now I'm looking at you because I want to. You can't tell me who to look at. But I don't want you looking at me like that. And I've seen things like that escalate into actually a deadly fight. So this thought that we live from within out says that whatever we feel inside, we attract into our lives. And so this self-assessment, this analysis, this mirror technique, I Meet No One But Me, is like get up and look in the mirror and strip yourself down and see what is it that you are doing that's calling lack of funds into your life. What is it that you're doing that's calling people who cheat on you into your life? What is it that you are doing that makes somebody else always get the prize and you're never the one who gets the prize? And this is the key, folks. You have the power within you to attract that you desire. And you don't have to accept what's coming your way. Let's look at the prodigal son. The prodigal son ended up feeding somebody else's pigs. Now, guess what? He had to come to a realization that he did it. In other words, he could be in that pig pen and say, oh, I'm here because people cheated and lied and did this and did that to the other, to me. But he won't grow through that. He will only grow through it when he says, you know what, I'm better than this. In my Father's house, the foods, even the servants have food. And I'm here starving. Then the critical part of that is, I will arise and go to my Father. This is the key, folks. Wherever you are right now, this Friday, in your life, in your journey, in your profession, in your relationships, in everything that you're involved in, you have the power to arise and change your condition. Wow. Thanks, Dr. Rogers. Choices, thoughts, deeds come from within. And so on this Friday, let's do 4 things. Let's assess where you are right now. This is the foundation of the New You for the New Year webinar. Let's assess where you are right now. Take stock. If you keep doing what you've always done, you're going to keep getting what you've always gotten. So if you take stock right now and say, okay, all right, look, this is where I'm at. Why am I at this situation? Well, I haven't done what I needed to do. I haven't made my calls if you're an entrepreneur. I haven't sent out my emails. All those things that you haven't done. In a relationship, maybe I just have not taken the time to make the other person feel comfortable. I have not taken the time, I don't have the compassion to see their point of view. That whatever it is, to assess where you are right now today, because until you know where you are, the GPS of life can't take you where you want to go. Once you have assessed where you are right now, and I mean break it down. I have a goal. This is where I am on my Friday checkup says I'm nowhere near it. So that's a reality. And I'm nowhere near it because of me. I take responsibility for my condition. Step 2. Now that you know that you did it, what changes do you have to make now to get you where you want to go? Do you need to change your thinking? Maybe you've had stinking thinking. Do you need to change your emotions? Maybe you have not felt worthy of the goals you're seeking. Maybe you feel like I deserve to be broke. Woo! Thank you, Ricky. Maybe you look and say, you know, I've been working hard, but I don't really know if I want this. Why am I doing the things that I'm doing and I'm not good at them? Maybe I've been afraid to go for it. I guarantee you that every one of you has a talent within you that you can share, that you can market, and that talent can take care of you. But sometimes you're afraid. Maybe it won't. Maybe people won't like what I do. Maybe it won't sell. I don't have the skills to get it out there. So change all those things, your thinking, your emotions, change your habits. Maybe you need to get up a little earlier in the morning to put in that extra hour. I know right now I'm doing like 6 hours of sleep. That's it. I can run on less, but what I have found is my sweet spot is 6 hours of sleep. So let me run on that 6. Let me get my 6 now. But and that 6 that I get, let it be deep sleep where I program it so that I can get into that restorative sleep. So I can restore all the cells in my body so that I can wake up refreshed and ready to roll. So, what relationships? Who's helping me? Right now, based on where I'm at right now, there's some people that are pushing you up, and there's some people that are pushing you down. Well, who's helping you? Who's holding you back? Whatever it is, change it. So that's step 2. Assess those changes that you have to make right now to make the end of this year different. You see, this is the critical point. If you put it off, it's not going to happen. If you're procrastinating, it sounds good. Oh, right at the end of the year, there's not that much time left. Let me get myself together. Let me organize. Let me neaten up my papers. Let me blah, blah, blah. Let me straighten up my office. Let me paint. Let me do all of these things that are distractions from the main event. So now that you're at this point now, you know what's got to be done. Let's set some new goals. And when I say set new goals, don't go out and find new goals. You had an objective. You had an objective. You had goals you were trying to achieve this year. So look at them. Let's refocus them. Let's recast them. Maybe they were a little unrealistic, but generally, your goals should try to stay exactly what you want them to be, because that's what you said you wanted. And it may be that you just have to modify your action level. Maybe you have to put in a little more time. When Herman Taylor was writing his first book, he said, I'm working full time. I come home, I'm tired. I try to write, and then, man, I fall asleep. But I said, Herman, you need 2 hours every day to write your book. Where can you find them? He said, the only way I can find them is I got to get up earlier. So now instead of getting up at 7, he has to get up at 5. But guess what? In 4 months, he wrote his book. And that book became the foundation of the second book, the foundation of the third book. And now that book is defining him as a speaker. You see, so whatever you have to do right now, that as you set these new goals to the end of the year, these next 30 days or 28 days, 27, these next days are critical, because if you can stretch, if you can push, if you can accomplish meaningful things over these next 30 days, you will have yourself set up for 2026. You have yourself set up for next year where the sky's the limit. You're like an airplane on the runway of life, and right now, these next days, you're on the ground, you're on the runway, and what you want to do is get off the ground. Be on your way to your destination. To get where you want to go on the plane, the first thing you got to do is get off the ground. So get off the ground. Do whatever it takes to get off the ground. Get rid of baggage. Get rid of negative thinking. Get rid of bad emotions. Get rid of bad habits so you can get off the ground. So when next year comes, you're flying high. You fly in the next year like, here it is. You fly next year with like a level of confidence. Woo! It's going to blow you up. And when I say up, I mean up higher and higher in consciousness and in results. And then the fourth key is this. You got to do it. You got to do it. You got to do it. Art Williams had a whole speech, and the speech was called, Just Do It. No excuses. So now that you have assessed, now that you've changed, now that you have your goals these next 30 days, how many days do we have left, Doc? These next days, you should be committed to be flat out. That today and tomorrow, lay out your action plan. Write it out in detail. You don't need to be thinking about it. This is your 2-minute drill. In football, the 2-minute drill, you don't think, hey, what play should we do now? What do you think, coach? No, in the 2-minute drill, you go through what's working. 26 days left. Woo! So in the 26 days left, you're in your 2-minute drill. Use everything that's working and make it work for you. So what you do over these 26 days can change your life forever. Isn't that amazing? You start out next year flying high. Can you only imagine where you'll be next year this time if you start out at 35,000 feet? If you start out in the plane that is your life, instead of on the runway of life getting ready to get off the ground, you start out at 35,000 feet. By the time next year ends, you'll be on the moon. You might even be on Mars. Because you start so high, you can go even higher. So let's wrap up. We've gone a little extra today, but this Friday checkup is critical because with 26 days left, this is God's gift to you. God didn't give you these 26 days to putz around and make excuses and procrastinate. That's why the present is a present to you from the Creator. You know, this morning, there are millions of people that didn't wake up. That whatever their dreams were, whatever their schemes were, whatever their hopes were, they're in the ground. Or they're heading for the ground. So the fact that you're alive means you already have everything you need to get anything you want. Thank you. Eric says, stretch, run. I love Patrick Mahomes a couple years ago when he was injured and it was about 20 seconds left or 30 seconds left and he's hopping and hobbling. And so what did the other side figure? They say he's not going to run. He's hurt. And man, when he got that ball, he ran and it made the game. It was a game-winning move. So this is your time to do your game-winning move. So number one, I meet no one but me. Look in that mirror. Assess where you are right now. Number two, make the changes necessary to give you the opportunity to finish strong. Number three, to set new goals now. Don't go outside. Work on the goals that you're working on. How can you focus in on them? How can you tighten them up? So now it's like, let me just get this one. Let me get this one and let me get this one and it's meaningful. And then step forward to take action. To put the pedal to the metal. To be wide open. It's time to tell your friends and family, say, hey, for the next 26 days, I'm not being mean, but I got a mission. For the next 26 days, you might have to tell your family, kids, I know it's Christmas, I know it's the holiday and all that stuff, but guess what? The holiday's going to come again next year. And next year. Right now, I'm in the final stretch. This is my Super Bowl. If I win this game, no. When I win, when I accomplish this goal, we can all fly together. Wow. So I invite you folks, you've heard the message. Join me. Go to the website, newyouforthenewyear.com. www.newyouforthenewyear.com. Go to that website and register. And for all of you who are listening, I'm going to give you a special code. It's $147, but with the special code, you get it for $97. The code is NEWYOU, all in caps. So go to newyouforthenewyear.com. And when you get ready to check out, it says, do you have a discount code? Say yes. NEWYOU. NEWYOU. Well, folks, I want to thank each and every one of you. Hey, Corey, give me a call, man. It's time for me to come back on your program. I'm inspired today. It's raining and it's cold. What a day to get working. So let's get it done. Be sure to go to our website, newyouforthenewyear.com. Use the discount code NEWYOU, NEWYOU, all in caps, and you'll be able to take this webinar next week to change your life. NEWYOU, all in caps, that's the code. All run together in one word, NEWYOU. All right, folks, remember this. You can be what you want to be. You can do what you want to do. You can have anything you desire, always knowing that the best is yet to come. And so it is. Hey, Lynette. Wow, I love you. Good seeing you. Thank you for joining us today. Let's go on, folks. That's it. Doc knew you. You got it right. Let's do it, folks. Let's make it happen. Whatever you can do, always remember that the best is yet to come. And so it is.